What's up, everybody? It's your favorite T'Challa King's favorite nerd, and today we are looking at the Walmart exclusive Marvel Legends Black Panther, which I've been pretty excited about. I didn't even know it was a Walmart exclusive, though. Shout out to Chris Pinkerton and also the Marvel Legends collecting community, I think it's what it's called, Marvel Legends community on Facebook. I saw the links popping up in there, and my buddy Chris hit me with it, and then I just grabbed it immediately. I ordered a DVD to get free shipping, and 'tis here. And I'm pretty excited to take a look at it, but before we do, let's take a look at the accessories. So he comes with this spear, which is pretty well done. Brown plastic with it looks like a black wash on there, but it's not heavy-handed, which I feel like Marvel Legends often do. It's fairly subtle for what it is. It's not 100% subtle, don't get me wrong, but for what I'm used to expecting, it is fairly well done. And then we have this softer piece of plastic that hangs above it. It's got these feathers on it, and the feathers have this like metallic blue highlight going on with it, which is pretty cool. And then we have this kind of necklace thing, which is sort of painted well and sort of painted sloppy, depending on which part you're looking at. And then the tip of the spear, so to speak, which is painted silver, and probably could have used a black wash as well. But overall, really well done. He comes with the necklace piece. It's cheap and flimsy, so I'm not sure if I'm going to use it. I don't think that it takes anything away from him not having it. I know it's a big deal, but this isn't like the talisman, though. You know, this is like something different. So I'm not exactly sure, but I don't think I'm going to... I don't know what I'm going to do here. And then he comes with two holding hands, and we'll talk about the detailings when that time comes. But as you can see, they hold the spear just fine. So that all works well. So let's take a look at this guy. The head is on a ball peg, and it's a nice tolerance. You know, sometimes I feel like Marvel Legends, like, it's weird. Like, I think if you guys buy Marvel Legends, you know what I'm talking about. This shoulder has it, where, like, it has this click between joint movements, but it's not really a ratchet. You know, it's the strangest thing. I wish they'd get away from them, especially in the ankles, because sometimes I feel like between those clicks is where you need the foot to be in order to stand properly. I wish they would just do away with it, but the head definitely doesn't have it. It moves quite nicely, I think. Some people might say it's loose. To me, it feels much more appropriately toleranced. So another thing I noticed with Marvel Legends collectors, a lot of things, when things feel appropriately toleranced to me, people will complain that it's loose. I think that's just because they're used to a different standard. Subjective, I suppose. Beautiful sculpt work done on the face, like all the wrinkles in the mask and stuff. Really well done. And then the eyes are painted like a white silver and look good. The cape is a softer plastic. Unfortunately, I probably won't be able to replace this one with a soft goods because the collar is so, you know, iconic for this character. So I'll probably just have to ride it out. And then it has this little, that's like the Black Panther thing I think that I'm used to seeing. But it's not the sharpest sculpt, so it's hard to tell. Who knows? We have a waist swivel and we have an ab crunch that gets you down to there and up to there. So not really much, to be honest. Good bit forward, I guess, but nothing really back. And for these shoulders, we have disc hinges. They get you out to there and around. There's decent sculpt work here all through the chest and musculature. I will give them that. Bicep swivel, that works fine. Double jointed elbow, that works fine. The gloves are nicely painted. There's a few times where it gets outside, but for the most part, these tight little stripes are done fairly well. The glove itself, the band could be a little bit cleaner, but overall, I don't think it's anything to complain about, and I don't think you'd notice on a shelf. Wrist swivel and hinge in and out for the claw hands. Let me make sure that the other ones are the same. No, for the spear holding hands, we have one in out and one up down. That's really tight, but there it is. So that's nice. I like a little bit of variety. So same for the other side with this hand. Then we have this soft floating belt here, which doesn't get in the way of anything, and you can, it's on there pretty snug, but I wonder if I could get it up there and just hide the, yeah, you know, hide the joint seam. You know, it does look like he's wearing a little bit of high waters now, but I don't think it's terrible. T-jointed ball joints with a fairly limited range, but they're fine, I guess. I have noticed that recently in Marvel Legends. I think I've mentioned it before. Like, I feel like the articulation on the outward hip movement is getting less, which is not the way to do business. We should be improving. And great forward motion and a little bit back, so that's fine. Thigh swivel, this one's really tight. This one's fine. Double jointed knee gets you all the way around. Boot swivel, which is done at the boot, so it makes for a clean cut, which is nice, so you don't have to worry about the paint there. And then the black stripes, once again, are done really well. And then we have the ankle, which gets you a tilt up, a tilt down, and a rocker. So it's really nothing to complain about. It's not the most flashy figure, but, you know, Black Panther character design isn't the most flashy design, so I think it all works appropriately. And there are the three Black Panther figures that I have. this is the Hasbro one, this is the SH Figuarts one, and then this is the new the comic book style. And like I hate to swap this figure out because this Hasbro Marvel Legend is arguably one of the best Marvel Legends I've ever seen them do. It's probably the most extensive sculpt work and clean paint and just an overall well approached and executed figure. So I hate to swap them out, but I really want to go with the more comic book style offerings from Hasbro, and then the more the movie stylings from SH Figuarts, and that's how I can kind of justify having both collections, really. So I'm going to be swapping him out, but it is a bummer to see him go because it is a really beautiful figure. I might put him in my office or something. Most Marvel Legends I wouldn't have a second thought about swapping out, but this one is actually, it's different. It's a cut above the rest, really. And then these are what I will be remaining with. Look, before we move on to final thoughts, it's just one figure, so I don't feel like we need a real skip for this one, but I'm going to take you guys with me for a second. So my kids, they're good kids, but I'll tell you, they're lazy as hell, and I don't know where they get it from, because I'm definitely not lazy, and their mother is definitely not lazy. So, like, they're both off school now. So every parent knows you got to kind of wear them out a little bit. So we've been doing like a physical activity early in the morning, like maybe a walk, a long walk too, a really long walk, or like playing kickball or whatever. So like this morning we played kickball, and I just want to show you what they're doing right now. I mean, we played probably an hour worth of kickball, and I mean they ran and stuff, but I just want to give you an idea what 1 hour's worth of work will do to these kids. It's not even 10 o'clock in the morning. They're done. Final thoughts wise, I think it's a great figure. I think it's really well done. My only issues are, once again, the typical stuff that I've been seeing recently with the Marvel Legends is, I wish that the outward hip movement was a little bit more, and I wish that some of the paint was a little bit cleaner, but I think for the most part it's pretty well done. And I wish they get more to the tolerance of that head to that neck piece as opposed to, that pseudo ratchet. But yeah, it's a good figure. It's moderately priced. It has a strong presence. It looks just like him. There's not a lot of pizzazz, but it's not a very pizzazz-driven character design. So I think they did a really good job. And I don't think it's going to be too difficult to find them. Usually those Walmart exclusives are usually fairly easy to find. And I strongly recommend you pick them up if you're a fan of Black Panther or cool figures or Marvel characters or the Marvel Universe or whatever. I can't think of a reason not to recommend them. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. Until next time, take care.